Man has asked, why should I suffer?
Yes.
There are dozen explanations. The Buddhist, the Hindu, the Christian, and so on, so on, so on. The man who is suffering says, I see all this. The Buddhist, the Hindu, the Christian, the Muslim, I reject all that because that doesn't lead me to freedom to inquire. I'm accepting traditional and authority. I won't.
Now, seeing these...
Sir, perhaps could we put it this way, that the conditioned inquiry
It's part of the stream.
is part of the stream.
That's the whole
But
point.
the free inquiry
Is the beginning of
He's getting away from the stream.
no,
you're forget. Look, Narayan, leave the stream alone now, for God's sake. A is the manifestation of that stream. A suffering. A says, why am I suffering? Studies Buddhism, studies Hinduism, studies Christianity, and says, for God's sake, that's words, I'm out. I'm going to find out myself. And he begins to inquire. And he realizes he can only explore if he is free to look. Right? Free from fear, free from reward and punishment, free from any kind of motive, otherwise he can't inquire. The moment he's in that state of examination, there is insight. This is very clear.
and of course very difficult to do.
I won't even give, no, I won't accept the word difficult.
At first, because otherwise we wouldn't be inquiring.
No, because we are not given our energy to this.
Ah, yes.
We don't care. We put up with so many things. So, leave A alone. But B is part of the stream. And he suffers. He says, yes, that's my nature. That's human nature. There's no way out. No Jesus, nobody's going to save it. He says, well, I'll put up with it. So he's contributing, he's contributing to the stream.
So the stream becomes more intense.
Yes. Has more volume.
More drive also.
Of course, more volume is pressure of tremendous water. So, we come to the point, what is death?
Now I want to pose another question. Now A is out of the river.
No, sir.
Because
No,
inside.
A is not out of the river.
But he has seen insight.
He has insight.
Insight. So, if all
Wait, sir.
one humanity, the A is the humanity, then humanity has seen it.
No, sir.
because
No,
when
sir.
He saw it, he left humanity.
You are looking at it perhaps purely logically.
No, even logically. I won't let
No, what I mean is logically, but accepting the conditioned states.
Moment A is aware of his conditioned state and begins to inquire into it, he has got the energy to put aside. So-
May I just, now the Buddha himself said, put aside with right wisdom. You remember that phrase of the Buddha?
What is that?
Put aside all shape and form, all sensation, all perceptions, all discriminative consciousness itself.
That's what I say.
Put it aside with right wisdom.
That is what I tell you.
Yes.
That is what I said, that he is making so complicated.
There,
Who?
no,
Whereas,
You are all making it complicated. Mine is very simple. I won't have.
that is what I tell you. That is the statement. That is the idea.
yes.
What I want to.
May I interrupt here? One doesn't belong to any religion. One doesn't accept any authority. That is inquiry. If I accepted what Christ or X, Y, Z, then it's no inquiry. So A rejects in his inquiry into sorrow everything what anybody had said. Will you do that? Because otherwise he's a second-hand human being examining through second-hand eyeglasses.